both boxers.
OK, lads, obey my commands. In the event of a knockdown, the fighter standing will go to the furthest neutral corner and stay there. Defend yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Touch gloves. Touch gloves.
Ladies and gentlemen, 8 3-minute rounds.
Touch gloves eventually after touching noses, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any love lost between these two, John.
Well, Peter Mcdonagh, a little bit of a point to prove tonight. He'll want to give Heffron a real argument. Ronnie Heffron, well, he'll see this, I'm sure, as a fight which he didn't particularly want. He'll just want to move on beyond this.
And again,
starting fast with the body shots.
Yeah, straight away, power shots again from Heffron.
Peter Mcdonagh's really got a nuclear bunker of a chin, though, hasn't he? He takes a terrific shot.
He does take a shot, John. He's going to need all that durability tonight, because Heffron looks like, again, that he means business.
There have been sporting stars come out of Oldham. David Platt, Paul Scholes. Not too many boxers, though, and Ronnie says that he wants to be a big name for the town in which he lives.
Heffron just throwing a left hook that was borderline low. Got away with it.
Started very fast here, Heffron.
Yeah, straight off, throwing those hooks to the body, which he favours.
Throws hooks well with both hands, doesn't he?
Yeah, he switches well with the power, well with either hand. The other thing I don't like is because he yelps or shouts every time he throws a punch. It means sometimes you can't get the combinations off, can you? You can't. You know, you can only throw in twos.
You're not a fan of the yelping?
Well, I think sometimes you need to grit your teeth when you want to let a fast flurry go. You can't do it. But obviously Heffron is all about power.
Well, he's really tried to load up on these body shots in this opening round. Not a huge amount coming back from Mcdonagh in the first 3 minutes.
But I think this would be Mcdonagh's tactic, wanting to cover up, hoping Heffron runs out the steam and just try and sneak the shots when he is, which he's doing right now. Some good work there by Mcdonagh off the rope.
Former ABA champion Ronnie Heffron won the 2009 ABA title, beating Bradley Skeet in the final. Stopped him as well.
At the moment, Mcdonagh's giving as good as he gets. He seems like he's taking a bit of a beating on the ropes, but he's countering every time Heffron stops throwing punches. And the shots are not as effective as Heffron's, but they're landing punches.
Mcdonagh coming on stronger in the second half of this round, but Heffron dominating the first part and overall doing enough to take the first 3 minutes, for me anyway.
Yeah, no, definitely for me also. I think Heffron won the round, but Mcdonagh came back in the latter stages.
Better.
Started really fast, Ronnie Heffron, peppering Mcdonagh with the body shots, but Mcdonagh came back well in the closing stages of the round.
Yeah, I don't know whether peppering's the right word, because he was literally
thudding.
Oh yeah, that's more like it. He really was digging those hooks in. And that uppercut, he came straight out, didn't he? So that double jab, right uppercut.
Oh, not too hard. Oh, some light, some light. Oh, bang, bang with everyone. Tap, tap, woof. Don't know who's will.
Corner 10 seconds.
Anthony Farnell was a pretty decent middleweight himself in the day.
Yeah, he learned the live box at the very best, didn't he? Farnell was a good fighter himself, and
he's a tough fighter.
And some good advice as well, telling Heffron not to put everything in every punch. Sometimes you've got to change the weight and the pace of the shots. Because someone like Mcdonagh, he will get used to the power shots, and and just cover up and get your rhythm. You've got to change your rhythm.
Well, let's be honest, it's highly unlikely that Heffron's going to get the stoppage win.
That's right, yeah, not against Mcdonagh. It really would be a result, wouldn't it? Good left hook there, landed by Mcdonagh.
Heffron really trying to soften him up, though, with these body attacks. Many a fighter has found that Mcdonagh is very hard to move. Beaten Lee Purdy in the past, of course. Had a really good fight against Lenny Dawes. Beat Michael Gomez.
And I've got to be honest, a lot of these hooks to the body are actually hitting the arms of Mcdonagh. You can see the redness on the crease of his arms there when he's bent over. So he's blocking a lot of shots, Mcdonagh. A few are getting through mine, but he's blocking a lot of them, to be fair to him, and fighting back when he can.
Referee Bob Williams is the guy scoring this one. Mcdonagh's corner giving him a bit of applause for the two left hooks that he threw, countering that big attack from Heffron.
Well, see, sometimes because Heffron is heavy-handed and he makes such a loud noise when he throws the punch, it can sometimes make you think that he's dominating the fight, but I tell you right now, he's not. At the moment, Mcdonagh's giving as good as he's getting, not power-wise, but I mean scoring shots, and there's nothing in this round at the moment. For me, anyway.
It'll be interesting to see how the referee scores it.
Good headshots there by Heffron, left hook first of all, then a right hand in the next combination.
But they just bounce off Mcdonagh, don't they? He's got such a terrific chin.
They do, and Mcdonagh's working quite well as soon as Heffron stops throwing his punches, he's continuing to throw his. They haven't the same weight or conviction, but some of them are landing and scoring shots.
Only the second round, this is going to be a grueling fight. That's good from Heffron. Mcdonagh nearly landing an uppercut after the bell. Heffron threatened a little bit of afters, and the referee had him straight back to the corner.
Well, I think it was after the bell, but I think it was unintentional.
Come here.
Heffron's round?
It was, John, but not by much. I think all the heavy shots were landed by Heffron, but a lot of them were caught by the arms and the gloves of Mcdonagh. And he got through with his own combinations and landed his own shots. Just there was more weight behind the shots of Heffron, and that's what swayed it towards him for me.
Right, Chad, sit down on that shot. The straight shots, bang, bang, colours, move, walk off. Come on, that's it. Feel good? Very good. That's it, good.
Listen, when he throws, he stands there.
Mark Rowe with Peter Mcdonagh. A little bit of bad blood at the end of the second round, and the referee just giving them a firm reminder at the start of the third.
And then, vicious uppercut there from Heffron. Both calling each other on there, John, at the moment.
Mcdonagh using a bit of the experience and ring savvy there as Heffron tried to land power shots, just couldn't find the target clean.
Nice little bit of lateral movement there from Mcdonagh, showing that he does have a fair bit of skill.
Two of them landing simultaneously, and you can see the power is very much with Heffron.
That's good work there, just spinning to the side.
I thought that left hand was low.
It was low. The action was good, though, making the space for the shot.
Mcdonagh wanted a little bit of help from the referee, which wasn't forthcoming.
But it's not the first left hook to the body that's been low, to be fair. Heffron just needs to keep moving his head more. when he's going forward.
Heffron's work rate in this third round, perhaps not quite as intense as it has been in the opening two. Well, now he is going to get the word about the low punches. Not for the first time.
Well, to be fair, the referee let a few of them go, and that was about time that he did give Heffron a little bit of a warning. Say next time he won't be taking a point away.
Couple of nice little uppercuts inside from Mcdonagh.
Well, Heffron's just a little bit guilty of standing in front of the opponent, isn't he? Giving Mcdonagh an opportunity to work back.
Well, his work rate has definitely dropped in this third round, Heffron.
He has, but he's still landing with clean shots. He just needs to keep turning Mcdonagh when he's pushing him back. No, that was a good left hook to the body.
A lot of talent at this division in the UK at the moment, welterweights. And Heffron looking to make moves up towards championship class and get towards the big paydays. But Mcdonagh's giving him a real argument here.
Yeah, most definitely is. I think the rounds have been close. We just have to edge Heffron, don't we?
Well, there's not a lot in that one. Heffron landed the bigger punches.
Whether you...
Another round for Heffron, I think.
Straight shots, that's all I want. You can hook all day, can't you? You can stand there and hook all day. Look past it, yeah? Jab. Sometimes, right? Touch him. Like we were doing in Spider last week. Touch. Then bring it over. The right out's working perfect for me.
Keep the noise pace. Don't overdo it.
Here's the low punch. Cool dear, it was as well.
Yeah, it was very low. But the action was another one. Again, the action was right. We made the space for the shot. It was just a little bit too low.
The Heffron corner happy, though, with the way things are going. Mcdonagh competitive, but not winning rounds, at least not the way we're seeing it.
He'll think he's ahead, John, I'm pretty sure. Or he'll definitely think he's in the fight, which he is in the fight, but I just think he just about lost the round.
Well, Peter's got 18 wins and 25 defeats in his mind. I think he reckons that about 15 to 20 of those defeats were bad decisions.
Well, if they were fights like this, you could half understand why he'd feel he'd won some of those rounds and won some of those fights.
Heffron continuing to use the hook as his principal weapon.
Heffron needs to go back to working behind the jab.
Do you think he would struggle if he was up against somebody who had a real ramrod jab, Heffron? Think he could have the variety?
I think he needs more head movement, that's for sure. I think he'd be an easy target to hit against someone who had good lateral movement and, like you said, a decent jab. But also he is very strong, isn't he? And he is a heavy-handed.
Yeah, he's physically very strong.
Just thinks that he needs to move his head when he's coming forward, a little bit like that, and work around the body when he has the guy on the ropes. Work around the body a little bit, just a little bit guilty of standing square on and in front of the opponent, giving him an opportunity to fire back.
Mcdonagh again landing. He has got through with a few shots in this round.
Nice little right uppercut there from Heffron. Oh, crunching right hook to the body. But Mcdonagh keeps firing back.
McDonagh's had some success in this round, but he just hasn't really had the power to force Heffron into taking too much of a backward step at any stage.
No, but I was going to say, for me, McDonagh's outworked Heffron in this round. I think the last 3 rounds have been pretty close, haven't they? And I think this round for me is been a McDonagh round so far.
Well, Heffron started like a runaway train, didn't he, first couple of rounds, and I think he's taken a lot out of himself. Mcdonagh, as you said, Barry, looked as though he was just prepared to take the shots in the early stages, try and ride out the storm, cover up, and maybe starting to come on a little bit stronger now.
That was a good round for Mcdonagh for me. Finish it strong as well, which was very important psychologically for him.
Relax. Breathe deep for me. Good man. Bear around. Whack. He's the one who's tiring. If you can, pick it up a little bit. But get on the back foot. Boxing, Pete. Boxing now. When you're kicking him with that jab, let him come. And as soon as he comes inside to do his work, as soon as he comes inside to do his work, tie him up a bit. Listen, touch me. Jab right off. Peter. Jab right off. It works. Get on your boxing. Come on. Keep their straight shots into his face all the time.
Listen, Pete, he's getting tired in there.
Well, they know he's had a better round, and they reckon that Heffron might be tiring.
Well, it would seem that way, wouldn't it? You know, I think they're reading the fight quite well.
Into the second half of the fight. And on your card, Barry, Heffron by 3 rounds to 1.
But that could easily be 2 rounds apiece, couldn't it? Lovely work there. And then moving his head, that's good. Moving your head after he's throwing the punches. He has to constantly turn Mcdonagh, doesn't he? Because if after he throws his combinations and he stands in front of Mcdonagh, he gives him a chance to work back and get himself back in the fight.
That shout with every big shot does become irritating after a while, doesn't it? It's a bit like watching Monica Seles play tennis.
But it's obviously something he's done always, and it's to get maximum power. I can understand why. And it's also, it makes you feel that the shots are maybe harder than they actually are, though he hits hard enough not to do that. But it's not always about the heavier shots, it's about sometimes it's about volume and scoring shots. And he's probably edging this round at the moment, Heffron, but he needs to keep turning Mcdonagh, not giving him a chance to work back into the fight.
There's not a lot in it, Barry. McDonagh's landed a fair number in this round. That's a good uppercut from Heffron. That was a quality shot.
And they're the sort of shots that are swinging the rounds in his favour when they've been close.
McDonagh protesting to the referee about Heffron getting in his face and leaning on, pushing.
Mcdonagh fighting well off the ropes there to come back.
Well, Mark Rowe was saying, work on your boxing. Keep it straight, work behind the jab. Oh, now that was a low one again. Surely he's going to have a point taken away here. Now, is the referee going to take a point? Well, he's got away with it, but that is it was blatant.
Yeah, it was, yeah, and he's done it a few times before, and the referee did warn him. I presume that would be his final warning now. They're not intentional, but they still are illegal blows.
Well, I'll try another look at that between rounds, I guess, and it looked very low to me. And maybe it's had an effect on Mcdonagh.
Some heavy shots coming in from Heffron. Mcdonagh, though, bravely fighting back, making a good fight of this, John.
It's a good scrap. And Mcdonagh still fancies it. fighting with a bit of anger. Good right hand. And another one. Well, some interesting exchanges in the closing stages of that round.
Well, how do you score that? You've got to give it even, haven't you? I guess it was as good as it got from each fighter.
Heffron was on top in the early stages. Now here's the low blow. Oh dear me, that makes your eyes water, doesn't it?
That was the worst one of the lot, wasn't it? And he was really lucky to escape a warning there and a point deduction.
That's the thing, when that landed, point deductions wasn't what Peter Mcdonagh was thinking about. That would have hurt. How have you scored that round then?
I scored the even, which is probably the first even round I've scored on Boxnation.
Came back well though, Mcdonagh, in the closing stages of the round.
No boy went to the red.
Especially when you're using your feet. Come on, champ. Come on.
Sixth round of 8, and Heffron a couple of points ahead on your card, Barry.
It all depends how you've seen. Maybe was it that the third round? You know, you could have easily give that to Mcdonagh, and then this fight would be even.
Oh, that's a good shot from Mcdonagh.
And followed up with a left hook also.
Heffron walked straight into that. Maybe an example of where, if Mcdonagh had been a heavier puncher, Heffron would have been in more trouble, but Heffron takes it well. He is very fit.
Yeah, he is. But that, again, it was just a perfect example of showing that he doesn't move his head. It's the one thing that, especially being a come-forward fighter, he's going to have to learn to do more efficiently. Good jab though there from Heffron.
Mcdonagh's got every old pro's trick, hasn't he? His shoulder and the elbow goes in on the blind side of the ref.
He does, but he's always looking to work, isn't he? He's not,
yeah, absolutely.
No, he's not looking to hold or anything like that, you know, to be for the rest. He's always looking to work, always looking to fight.
Well, we've had a fair share of messy undercard fights tonight, and this one has kept the action going. Coming up next after this, of course, main event of the night. Junior Witter against Frankie Gavin, the British welterweight title.
And again, Mcdonagh landing with the uppercut, the hook, sorry, first, and another one.
Mcdonagh still fighting with belief. Grueling fight. There's not been much respite from the action for either.
It's not a good right hand there from Heffron. No, there's not. It really is. Really both putting the work in. There was Heffron then just trying to spin Mcdonagh. And that's the right sort of idea. Again, not moving his head though and getting caught.
And again. Last two body shots of the round landed by Peter Mcdonagh.
Another good range.
Another close round.
I think I give that round to Mcdonagh. I think all the heavier shots were landed by Heffron, but he started the round off well, Mcdonagh, and finished it well.
Get in, hold it. And hold. Slowly out. Once more in. Sit down, listen.
That's that right hand from Mcdonagh. Right on the button.
Yeah, that was the beginning of the round. He landed with a left hook then again. And then Heffron had some success then in the middle of the round, but again Mcdonagh finished it. the better and the stronger. And a lot of the punches that Heffron are throwing, those body shots at Heffron, McDonagh is catching him on his arms and his gloves. And we really have a fight, don't we?
2 rounds to go. If the referee's scoring it as you are, Barry, then it could still go either way.
The only thing is, though, when they're both landing shots, but Heffron's have clearly the more power, they're the more destructive of the two.
Mcdonagh pushed Bradley Skeet close and thought he'd beaten him, and he's, for my money, has given Heffron a closer fight here than it was first time round.
Yeah, it looks it for me. I think the last fight on the hay on the card, he was a clear winner, wasn't he, Heffron?
Another left hand strayed dangerously close to being low from Heffron. If he got pulled up again, he'd surely get a point deducted, and that could have a big effect.
Yeah, well, on my card, it would definitely have a big effect. Again, because he doesn't move his head when he goes forward, that's better. At the moment, he's just so upright and such a stationary target. McDonagh doesn't have to look for him, just have to throw his arms out. Where if he's moving his head, rolling his shoulders, coming forward, McDonagh has to look for the target.
Well, the winner of this one potentially could be moving towards a challenge for the British title. That's the one we've got next, Witter against Gavin.
That's better work from Heffron, just again spinning McDonagh, then landing with the left hook to the body.
Grueling fight. Both lads here really having to suck it up.
Well, you would think a lot of people would be scoring for Heffron because his shots are heavier, but it's about scoring shots, isn't it?
Well, they're really going toe-to-toe here. Good from McDonagh. And again.
Yeah. That's good work back there, though, from Heffron, showing a little bit of fighting spirit. Just some of McDonagh's work, though, again, a little bit scrappy, isn't it? Hitting Heffron from behind the ears, not really scoring shots.
Hard round again. And an appreciative crowd.
But for that reason, with McDonagh's work just getting a little bit scrappy, is the reason why I gave that round to Heffron.
Yeah, and then as you step off, right hand jab. Plant your feet. Shorten that jab up, let it go right on his nose.
Listen, Vic, we've hurt him in there now, yeah?
Come on, concentrate, listen to what I'm telling you. Right, get them feet down.
Keep winning.
Hey?
Listen, keep
That's
going,
it.
keep going.
Yeah. Don't rest for him, don't let him rest.
Yeah, that's the last round now.
He wants to rest, and then he owns up. But if you rest, you're going to let him work. Good jab. Good jab. Jab right up. Come back left hook. Come back right hook.
Well, you've got it by 2 points to Ronnie Heffron at this stage, Barry, and we're going to the last round.
Yeah, I think, you know, I just think that last round, I think McDonagh worked well. But some of his work was just a little bit scrappy, and they were landing on the back of the head of Heffron.
Both guys being told that they need a big last round here.
Good left hook there from McDonagh, just shook Heffron up a little bit, I think.
And then a good solid left hook coming in from Heffron. And I think momentarily that really took the wind out of McDonagh.
That's good work.
Mcdonagh trying to protect his body.
And to be fair to him, he is blocking most of those shots, isn't he? That's better from Heffron, just rolling his shoulders, not being a stationary target for Mcdonagh to hit. But how tough is this Peter Mcdonagh? Oh.
And he's giving it a real go in this last round. Did Heffron's legs stiffen?
Caught him flush, didn't it? It was a slightly overhanded glove.
Needed to really step on him, though. And these are two desperately tired men. Who's going to be able to produce the grandstand finish now as we move towards the last 30 seconds? Well, so that was the punch of the round from Mcdonagh, caught him absolutely flush.
And just landed with a good right hand as well over the top, followed by a left hook. Takes one back for his trouble, and another one.
Right hand from Heffron this time. Well, this has been a tremendous last 3 minutes. And they know that was a tough, tough fight.
You've got to give that round even, haven't you, John? Surely, how could you split them two?
Well, for what it's worth, I think Mcdonagh edged that last round.
I wouldn't argue with you 1 minute. But what
good fight, good fight.
Cracking fight.
There's the left hand. Oh, dear.
And as you said, if Mcdonagh could punch, whew.
And if he could just have found the follow-up punch, maybe a bit of fatigue. Hard fight.
Just showing Heffron then coming back with his own good shots. It was real good toe-to-toe stuff, wasn't it, from start to finish.
Good fights, and Ronnie Heffron looking up to some of his supporters as much as to say, have I won it?
Close fight, John.
Yeah, well, we think he has won it, but not by a great deal. He got it by 2 points. Well, now comes the moment of reckoning. We're about to find out. Ronnie Heffron going to keep the undefeated record? Mark Burdis can tell us.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Bob Williams, scores a contest 77 points to 76 points. The winner, in the blue corner from Oldham, Ronnie Heffron.
Ronnie Heffron gets it.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause.